Serious.
Hi, I'm Shez.
I'm Gav.
And this is our Beneteau Oceanis 430. We made our dream a reality. Welcome aboard to Astrid the Wombat. In our last episode, we sailed 48 hours from Shore Island to Bundaberg to escape a large weather system that was moving up the coast. It seemed our trip from Townsville to Brisbane was filled with these stopovers that we didn't plan for. But I guess that's sailing, isn't it? And you just need to adapt to what the weather brings you on each day. We sailed into Bundaberg, managed to get a spot at a marina which was really good to take shelter from the weather. Saw some local sights. Dave was particularly excited with heading to the Bundaberg rum distillery, and we settled in. Busy morning in the kitchen on Astrid the Wombat, and we've got some first baking happening.
Boy!
Hi, honey. Oh, we'll jump on. I'll just go here.
Our preparations continued for most of the day. We were planning on leaving around midnight that night, which was the Saturday night. The conditions had eased, but not completely. Our biggest problem was that Dave and Connie had a flight to catch from Brisbane to Cairns to get back to work, and both Gav and I had work commitments as well that we had to get back to. Now, obviously we wouldn't be normally on such a timeline, but it was just the nature of this trip. So we pulled out the life jackets just to make sure everybody knew what they were doing with them. Clearly Dave had considerable problems with this. And you can see here what it is that I had to deal with to try and get us organised, safe and ready for the 48-hour passage back to Brisbane. Hard to believe that Dave's an airline pilot, and watching this clip you're probably not going to put your hand up in a hurry, are you, to go up in a flight with him. We all made sure we had the crutch strap, which we were all particularly excited about, as you can see by my face there. But we had enough life jackets on the Wombat to deal with 8 people or any life jacket failure. We had EPIRBs. We were really well set up. So despite what we look like in this particular video clip, we really were organised and ready to go. It was going to be a really, really long 48 hours to take us to Brisbane, and the conditions were going to be really bad. We weren't too sure how bad. But we knew that we would be beating straight into the wind as we came all the way up to get around the end of Fraser Island. So because of the size of the boat and the time that we had, we couldn't go in through the sandy straits in between Fraser Island and the coastline, so we had to beat into the wind all the way out to get around the top of Fraser, and that's what we were preparing for. We'd cooked some easy meals. We had up and goes ready as well, just so that we could drink our food if we needed to. We were a lot better prepared than we had been for that first fateful night when the instrument panel failure occurred, and we weren't really ready to do that overnight. So we got our safety gear ready. We spent the day cooking, prepping and resting, because we knew it was going to be a really, really long 48 hours ahead of us once we left the marina.
So the weather calmed a little bit. Went from 60 to 70 knots down to, from cyclonic conditions down to just 40 knots. The trouble is, if you look on a map, you'll see where Bundaberg is in relation to Fraser Island. We had 10 hours to motor across to the top and beat into it big time.
The top of Fraser.
Yeah, to the top of Fraser Island. And then we were pretty good after that, down after the thing. But the 10 hours of just getting smashed. And we left at midnight, which didn't help. Dave tried to steer me into a whole bunch of boats, and we were just, I don't know, it was a bit Laurel and Hardy scenario there for a minute.
Very stressful leaving that marina.
And anyway, so we got out, and then we went out through the leads, off the top of Fraser, bashed the living daylights out of the boat, which is why we know it's in a pretty good hull.
This boat can do anything. And when we say the conditions were bad there, I think they may have been, well, they were worse than that first night when we had the instrument panel failure.
The trouble is, we had to go. We had choices. We always have choices, but we knew that it was going to calm down. We knew that we had to get into Brisbane over a certain amount of time. We could have easily just left it tied up at Bundaberg and come back over a weekend and come and got it or something like that. But we would be without Dave and Connie, which we really wanted to finish the trip with them. And they had a flight to catch. They had to get back to their business and home. So we flipped the coin and said, okay, let's go. So there's no footage of that because
coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you.
It was absolutely horrendous.
Yeah.
I mean, I came down the stairs into the cabin, into the saloon, and there was dirt and stuff all down the stairs. And my first thought was, oh my God, the whole boat's just falling apart. It was actually a pot plant that had fallen and put the dirt everywhere. But because I hesitated at the bottom of the step, just as we got to a wave, I didn't have time to grab onto anything. Anyway, it threw me and I was airborne into the nav station, and I hit my knee, split my knee open on the nav station, crumpled into the couch where we're sitting here now, and started to cry. Only time I cried on the trip back. And as I was crying, I watched the cereal container in the kitchen, or the galley, fly across the bench, hit the lip on the bench, become airborne, the lid opened, and all the cornflakes came out, and it was like the Matrix, you know, because of the movement of the boat. All the cornflakes were suspended in air all the way on the boat for a second, and then they just dropped. From one end of the boat to the other was cornflakes, dirt out of the pot plant, and I then started laughing because honestly...
It was bloody pot plants, so that was enough for me. They went straight overboard.
Yeah, yeah, I couldn't stop laughing. And then a bit later on, Dave came down, did exactly the same thing, hit the nav station, and we think he probably cracked his rib. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, when we say the conditions were bad, it was really bad.
Anyway, so we got up the top of Fraser, navigated that, and we were good then, put the sails out, boat calmed down a fair bit, and we were well and truly reefed. I think we just had head sail out.
Yeah,
and
we
then,
just had a head sail and we had a cup of tea. I remember getting a cup of tea.
Scooting along at, I think it was 7 or 8 knots, which was pretty fast for this boat.
Hey babe, what are you having for brekkie?
Cornflakes.
Woo!
Once we're out the door, leave your message here on the telephone, 'cause we've no idea when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, running round the that never ends. Any place we wander to.
It definitely wasn't new for us to see land, but it was a very special land ahoy when we were heading in towards the marina where the Wombat would be staying for a little while. We were pretty excited. Dave and Connie went out to get the fenders ready. We made sure we put a lot of fenders around the boat. It's a very tight anchorage for us, or marina I should say, and we wanted to make sure we had enough fenders around to protect us and also the boats around us. So there was a lot of preparation as we were heading in.
Once we're out the door, leave your message here on the telephone, 'cause we've no idea when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you. Heaven knows, heaven knows. I feel the weather changing, better get out soon. Don't let go of my hand, no matter what you do. Well, I'm here for you, through the thick and thin. We're on a winding road that never ends. Any place we wander to, any season we go through, I'll be fine as long as I'm with you. Heaven knows, heaven knows, running round the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you. Heaven knows, heaven knows.
This dream of sailing and scuba diving around the world started a very long time ago for Gav. Then when we met 15 years ago, the dream became shared and we had a goal as a couple to fill our lives with adventure. Coming into the marina on the boat that will carry us on that adventure is a feeling that I can't describe. What I will say to all of those watching is sit down and set your big, hairy, audacious goals. Have the tough fiscal conversations. Research as much as you can and make it happen. Life truly is for the living. For now, our adventure is just beginning, and we're so grateful to all of you for coming aboard with us to follow our journey and to help make it happen. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching our episodes bringing the boat back from Townsville. It's tucked up nicely in the marina and we're looking forward to heaps of more adventures ahead. Had a few people reach out asking how you subscribe and what that's all about. So how do you subscribe, babe?
Don't know, tell us.
Oh, okay, so just you click subscribe. It's always in the bottom of our videos, but to be able to do it, you've got to be logged into a Google account. So your Google account is just whatever your Gmail account address is or whatever, and that means that you can subscribe. So it's quite simple. It doesn't cost anything, but it makes a really, really big difference to us, which so we'd really appreciate it. We're already at 88, which is very exciting. And if you nip on over to our Facebook page, you'll see there were talk about us mooning off the back of the boat if we hit 100. So that I'm not sure if that's going to keep you watching or not. But
It's a big day, that one.
Very big day. Yeah.
Tell all your friends to subscribe. Because, you know, once you've mooned off the back of the boat, what do you do after that? What do you do for 200 or 1,000?
1,000's going to be a big one.
What do you do for that, though?
I don't know. We'll have to...
Nudie jump off the boat.
well, maybe. Yeah. Could well be a nudie jump off the back of the boat. Yeah.
Anyway, so are we giving away a t-shirt this round?
I think we should give away a t-shirt to celebrate getting back to Brisbane.
What are the rules about the t-shirt?
If you want a t-shirt, please write a comment.
Yeah, write a comment.
Below and
it can be
let
anything.
us know.
Like, geez, you're a handsome dog, Gav. Could be something like that.
Yep.
I'd appreciate that. A bit of an ego boost.
So,
Or it could just be like, wow, I can't believe you guys are still alive. That might be it, right? It's
be more like it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's more accurate.
I think it is more accurate.
Anyway.
So pop a comment below if you would like the opportunity to win a t-shirt. We'll chuck it in a randomizer like last time. And yeah, hopefully you can have a cruise shirt.
And if you've won a t-shirt before Shane Piper, you're ineligible.
Yeah.
Because we've got to share the t-shirts around.
Yeah.
So no putting 40 comments in there. But anyway, I hope you enjoy your t-shirt, mate. It should be there by now.
Yeah, you should have it by now. All right, guys. Thanks again for all of your support. Hope you like the video. Leave a comment if you want a t-shirt and hit subscribe.
See ya.